Let's review the verb gustar. To talk about what we like in Spanish, we use the verb gustar. We use only the third person singular or plural, either gusta or gustan. Me gusta el café translates to I like coffee. Te gustan los postres translates to you like desserts. Note el café is singular, so we use the verb gusta. Los postres is plural, so we use the verb gustan. In both English and Spanish, the verb must match the subject. To understand gustar, we have to take a step back and look at a little bit of grammar here. In both Spanish and English, most sentences follow the subject, then verb, then object model. So in most simple sentences, it's easy to find the subject. It's going to be near the very beginning of the sentence. For example, in English, I read a book, subject, verb, direct object, has its parallel in Spanish, yo leo un libro, again, subject, verb, direct object. However, with verbs like gustar, the subject can be more difficult to find because we translate the Spanish sentence me gusta leer into the natural English sentence I like to read. Thus, we may mistakenly conclude that the subject of the Spanish sentence is me because it would seem to parallel the English I. That is incorrect. So our natural English sentence, I like tea, subject, verb, direct object, in Spanish becomes me gusta el té. And notice we now have indirect object, then verb, then subject. Let's look at the literal English sentence. Me translates to me, gusta is pleasing, el té is the tea. And now we have a direct correspondence. We have the indirect object, the verb, and the subject. Once we understand the true subject, we can then choose the verb that matches it. If the subject is singular, we use gusta. If the subject is plural, we use gustan. Me gusta el gato. I like the cat. Or, more literally, to me is pleasing the cat. And cat is singular, so we use gusta. Te gustan los perros. You like dogs. More literally, to you are pleasing the dogs. To really practice this, let's review the following slides. We're going to choose either gusta or gustan, and I want you to pay attention to the Spanish sentence, the natural English sentence, and then the literal English sentence. In Español, me blank el pastel. What would you put here? Me gusta el pastel. Now look at the two translations. Naturally, we would say, I like cake. But to help us understand why we use gusta, always keep in mind the literal translation. To me is pleasing the cake. How about this sentence? Me blank los postres. Which verb would you use here? Gustan, because the natural English translation, I like desserts, is more literally, to me are pleasing the desserts. Desserts is the subject, and we have to use a plural verb, gustan to match it. How about nos? What form of gustar would you put here for la clase? Correct, gusta, because we like class, is more literally to us is pleasing the class. Class is singular, so we have to use the singular verb. How about nos las clases? Correct. Now it's gustan because las clases is plural. Le something el gato. Le gusta el gato. He likes the cat, or to him is pleasing the cat. El gato is singular. We use gusta. Le blank los gatos. Yes, it's going to be le gustan los gatos, and it translates to he likes cats, or to him are pleasing the cats. Just a little more review to really bring this subject home. Me blank las sillas. Me gustan las sillas. You like the pen. Te gusta el bolígrafo. He, she, or you like the pencils. Le gustan los lápices. We like the desk. Nos gusta el escritorio. They, or you all, like the classes. Les gustan las clases. Now notice the potential for confusion. Le gusta el papel could be he likes the paper. Le gustan los sofás could be she likes the sofas or the couches. Le gusta la pantalla, you like the screen. Les gustan las papas could be they like the potatoes. Les gusta la manzana could be you all like the apple. So to avoid this potential confusion or to add emphasis, we can double up in a sense on the object pronouns. For example, a ella le gusta este bolígrafo. She likes this pen. Now notice she corresponds to ella. And now we know that le is referring to her, or in the natural English sentence, she. A ustedes les gusta ese lápiz. You all like that pencil. Again, ustedes clarifies that les is referring to you all. A mí me gusta el chocolate. Now notice, here we don't have confusion because me can only mean to me or I like. So when we double up here, we're emphasizing how much we like something. So we would translate it into English as I really like chocolate. Now let's look at the optional extra indirect objects. So a mí me gusta literally translates to me, or in a natural sentence, I like. A ti te gusta literally is to you or you like. A usted le gusta, to you is pleasing or you like. A él le gusta, to him is pleasing or more naturally he likes. A ella le gusta, literally to her is pleasing or more naturally she likes. A nosotros nos gusta, to us is pleasing or we like. A ustedes les gusta, to you all, you plural, or is pleasing, or more naturally, you all like. A ellos les gusta, to them is pleasing, or they like. And notice, because it's ellos, we're referring to a mixed group of males and females, or a group of only males. A ellas les gusta, again, to them is pleasing, or they like. And because it's a ellas, we're noting that the group consists only of females. Remember, we can also use gustar with a verb infinitive to express what we like doing. Like in English, we can say, I like dancing, or I like to dance. When we're doing this, we're using only gusta, which is the third person singular. Me gusta estudiar, I like to study. Te gusta leer, you like to read. Le gusta escribir. Again, without further clarification, it could be he or she likes to write, or you formal like to write. Nos gusta correr, we like to run. Les gusta comer, they like to eat. Let's look at more verbs like gustar. And in this chart, we have the optional double indirect object pronoun, the required object pronoun, our verb, and then the true subject. So the first one is very easy. A mí me gusta el cine. I really like movies. Now, what about a ti te interesan las películas? Now, notice interesar acts like a verb like gustar. What does it mean? You're really interested in movies. If we add the optional a ti, we're emphasizing the degree of interest. A él le fascina la historia. Fascinar is another verb like gustar. What does it translate to? He is fascinated by history. A nosotros nos encantan los mariachis. Encantar is another verb like gustar. And what does this sentence mean? We love mariachis. A ellas les dan asco las cucarachas. Now, the verb phrase dar asco is another verb like gustar. What does it translate to? They are grossed out by cockroaches, or they're disgusted by the cockroaches. Another verb is molestar. Me molesta el ruido. I'm really bothered or annoyed by noise. Now notice, molestar is a false cognate. In English, to molest has sexual overtones. That is not the case in Spanish. Te aburre el golf. Aburrir is another verb like gustar, and it means you are bored by golf, or golf bores you. A él le disgustan los impuestos. Now note, again, the verb disgustar looks like the English verb disgust, but it's not as strong. It's more like annoy or bother. So he really doesn't like taxes. Nos falta el dinero. Faltar is another verb like gustar. We're short of, or we're lacking in money. A ellos les apasiona la música rap. Apasionar looks like the English word passionate, and this is a true cognate. They are passionate about rap music. Now, we can vary the sentence structure. Most of the time, we begin with the indirect object, verb, true subject, but you can mix it up. So, for example, la película me parece buena. The movie seems good to me. Los días fríos me gustan. I like cold days. La música hip hop nos molesta muchísimo. Hip hop music bothers us very much because we are old. La ópera me aburre mucho. Opera really bores me. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. Thank you for listening.